Well, I finally finished the room. I thought I would do a full-length video. My mom made the quilt, and that video is still going strong after a year. I'm getting 1 or 2 comments on my mom's quilt, and that's what inspired this room. Also, what inspired the coloring of this room is when we get these beautiful sunsets, we get these blue hills and pink skies, and I really feel like that represents in here. So this is a lot of fun. Now, I want you to know I use minimum amount of money, and I use pretty much stuff that I had. I just bought the paint for the place and the cloud valances I made, which cost me about $25 to $35 each. I forgot what I had said about that. So let's take a tour of what I've done. Maybe I'll put some footage in here of what this looked like before. It was just a white room and hadn't been painted in at least 30 or more years. So I've come in through and I gave it this pink over here on this side. And I did this weird blue over on this side. And I thought it'd be cool to do a white stripe. Now, originally, I wanted to do more of a water theme. And I was going to do waves of different sheens coming down. And then I decided on this. And then I was going to do another method, but I also decided not to do that because I really wanted to fill my wall space. So this is looking great. I've put my hat collection up. In fact, what I did for this is I bought these little clips that allow you to put your hats one of 2 ways, either like this, so it can hang it on the wall, like this, or like that. So I have my hat collection. I've got more clips to add as I go. And then I've just got some more things up here. Let me turn my lay lurking sign on. There we go. I've got my little sewing machine and my Chrissy doll, my vintage hanger, and of course my giant hat up there. There you go. And some wings. I made an extra cloud because I had leftover stuff from my valances. I could put a light in there. I still don't know what I'm going to put in this spot, but I will put something up there later. And of course I've always wanted the real big version of this, but when I found the smaller version, I said, well, I know I can afford that, so I love that piece. And then down to also the goodie mirror, and then my vanity with all my fun stuff in it. All right, we'll go around, and I did put glow-in-the-dark stars on the ceiling. Hopefully we'll see those tonight when I do a video. I have 100 more to go, but I got really tired, so I figured I would stop there. We'll come over here. I've got some more hangers, kind of a hanger collection going off in this space. And then, of course, this is also influenced. I just had this much fabric for the curtains when I first started. So I only had these up, and I have some blinds I can pull open and close. I knew I wanted another curtain behind there. And in my box of fabric, I actually had just enough of this, and I love it. It looks like it's, you know, rain. It's coming down from the clouds. And at the bottom, I found this, oh gosh, I don't know what this material is called. Like it's a ribbon, but there's another word for it. Sorry, I'm blank on it. I bought some of this to finish the bottom off so you can have a rainbow. The bottom of our rainy clouds and on both sides. And I'll show you tonight what those look like closed. I hung up this little unicorn mosaic my friend had made. I think it's perfect for this space, and I've got a little bird up there. We'll come over here, and you know, the furniture I'm just leaving for plain. I'm not going to do anything with it, but I did add my this is my dress. I just threw it over to this lampshade, and I have a red bulb in there, and so I like that. It's really nice, and at night you will see how nice this looks. I have my scary Five Nights at Freddy masks. I don't know if they're going to stay here, but for now, I put them here to get them out of the way as I was finishing my space. And then I got these last year. I don't know if you watched my videos. I got this at the swap meet, and I just knew I wanted to hang these old vintage hangers up like this, and I love it. It looks really great. Go over here to the blue side. Now, if you've been paying attention, you notice that I got this legs out of the barn, cleaned it up, and I'm not going to do much more than this, really. I just cleaned everything up, and then I made little placemats to put onto the areas because, I don't know if this one will show, but they were pretty rusty in here, so this looks good. And I do have an LED light somewhere hidden around here. Oh, it's back there. So at night, again, you get some light in that lower corner. And we did cord management today, actually. So we made sure all the cords were attached onto the walls with some screws and little hangers and stuff, just so they were out of the way and that nobody would actually get hooked to them and pull the cloud valances down. So that was the last thing we had to do. We just finished that today. And plus, I thought, hey, since I have this blue side, I should put some of my car collection up here. So I've got some of my cars. They look really cool. And the paintings I did for the room, I've got one there. I don't think I have space for these paintings in this room. Maybe I'll put one of those paintings up on the wall over here. Maybe that'll work. I'll shut the door so we can see some other stuff. So I've got that other painting I did for this space. I thought this was great for this space. But once again, you know, I might just put something else there and move those to a different spot. I've got my old bookshelf out, and I've got some artwork from friends. I've got our Lego things, a little box of junk you can look at when you come by. Some more Lego projects that we've done. In the future, I am working on a Lego shelf in another room, so this area will be free because I do have some stuff I want to put here, such maybe as collector purses or some other artwork that I've made. So, and then of course my bouncy ball collection. And my bouncy ball collection. Now we'll go into the closets, turn that light on. Now I redid this and put 2 racks in here for our t-shirt collection. So my husband's shirts, my shirts, color or organized, and an extra shelf up here for extra things. And then of course this was already in here, so I've got my shoes all placed out. I've got my bubble wrap suit all nicely put away here. And some hats and more shoes. And of course shoes. And more clothes. And more stuff to stack up on top. So this is pretty much the closet space. It's really useful. I did paint everything in there. That's nice and done. And let's go take a look at the other closet space. And this, I think, would be great with our system in here of maybe a rack system. Maybe almost like... So I don't know. I mean, the future is here. I have many ideas I can come up with. So I've got my fabric boxes. Yeah, I don't really feel like I have enough fabric. This is actually a whole quilt that I've been hand quilting for over 20 years. I'll get back to it one day. And then my horse head, my sewing machine, and another quilt. Actually, there are 2 quilts here that need to be put together. I've got this quilt that needs to be put together. It's just a mini one. And this is one here is 1,800 pieces. It's almost ready to go. So maybe one day I'll get back to that too. So always so many projects. And this is really well for what I need now. And I think I'll just close that back up. And I got my capes right here. I got these capes as a gift. So every so often I'll put these on, do a project, and be safe. Oops, put that down. So that is this space. And like I said, this did not cost me more than the paint itself, the primer, and the clouds. And like I said, I had the fabric. And then the theme for the bed is, with my mom's quilt on there, is the Princess and the Pea bed. So I've got lots of quilts stacked on here. This is the very first quilt I made. This is probably the last quilt I made, this crazy quilt. Put that there. My mom made this for me recently for my sewing machine area because I do a lot of sewing here. So I'll just place this here and work on it and get some nice light. And then I have this old quilt that I made like when I was in my early 20s. And then this is a quilt my mother made. So we see all these little quilt pieces here as we go. And let's keep stacking them into this place, make them nice and cozy. And we will come back and check this room out, what it looks like at night. Now, I didn't get the name of the pattern for the quilt like some people asked, but the fabric is the collection of Brave by Anna Marie Horner from Free Spirit Fabrics. Some people left that in the comment. And also had a little, someone wrote Tulsa Pink, but maybe that could have been another one on here too. It's nighttime, and I went ahead and shut these curtains so you can see what it looks like. And really is, I have blinds, but the sun does come right into these windows. So these were actually just fine because they had a blackout in the back. So it kind of worked out perfectly. I didn't even bother sewing the edges because they're not going to fray. And, you know, this isn't like a high traffic room. So I think that'll be fine for this. Now, you can get Govee lights, and they're set up for the actual lightning. They'll take one color and make the lightning go across. But I just bought an inexpensive $16 LED kit. So you have a multiple of flashing colors. And let's see over here. We did some cord management. And I said we move these cords out of the way, but I wanted to make sure the sensors were available so I could, you know, change things up when I wanted. So there's the red. So you can see all the different colors. And then you've got these flashing colors of different. So that's pretty nice. So that works really well. Let's go and turn this upper light out. And you can see how the red looks. It's really nice. And then we also have this little lamp up here too. So, and then of course that one down over there. And we'll come back and we'll see the glow-in-the-dark stars and let this charge up. Well, I thought if I changed out a blue light bulb, you could see the glow-in-the-dark stars better, but it really couldn't capture it no matter if I turned it off or had a different light bulb in there. But it's really cool in here at night. Turn these off. It's like a streak of stars over the top. Well, we tried to see those glow-in-the-dark stars, but see what difference it looks even changing those up a different color, turning the off light off, even turning one or two of these on. It really makes a nice comfortable space for your mind and your soul to relax. It just takes you away, gives you a little mini vacation. I was talking earlier in one of my other videos about how this little boat here makes me feel like I can just jump in the boat and go take a little trip down a little river or across the lake. Hey, thank you so much for all your kind comments about my room and the quilt that my mother made me. And I appreciate you watching. Bye.